Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Alton West. Today we'll be filming on the beautiful downtown square here in LaGrange. So stay tuned for my interviews coming up in just a moment.
Just what you're hungry for. It's in downtown LaGrange. You have 17 restaurants to choose from, and each has its own personality, from chef-driven establishments to life on the casual side. Celebrate, create traditions, make new friends, discover new tastes. Downtown LaGrange is simply delicious. So come on down.
Welcome back to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm out on the beautiful downtown square here in downtown LaGrange. I am being joined today by Becca Island, the director of Sweetland Amphitheater. Becca, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back. I appreciate it.
Well, it's a pleasure to be back with you. We had a little bit cooler temperature than the last time we were together.
Yeah.
But it was a great show. And you know, the theater just has so much energy, and I know that you were really excited about it. I had an opportunity to attend my first concert there not long ago, and I'm gonna just tell you, the ambiance and the music and the crowd, it was just electrifying. Tell us a little bit about Sweetland, if you don't mind, where it's located. I know everybody knows where it's located, but
Right.
just, if you don't mind, tell us where it's located.
Sweetland Amphitheater is located within a stroll from historic downtown LaGrange, which is phenomenal. It is located at 110 Smith Street, and again, so amazingly conveniently located to everything that's this downtown. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, it's so exciting to see what used to be there as opposed to what's there now.
Absolutely.
The old swimming pool, and I call it the kudzu patch, or the kudzu bowl, is now a beautiful amphitheater. Then talk about your role as the director, if you don't mind.
absolutely. So I'm actually, I think June 8th is my 1-year anniversary.
Oh, man.
It's amazing. So I came on board about a year ago, and my job is to really kind of oversee everything about Sweetland in terms of all the programming, and a large part of my role has been, as of late, just kind of getting the venue ready, and completing construction and finishing out the wayfinding and finding sponsors and securing the summer concert series. There's
It's exciting.
Yes, wide and low, yeah.
Okay. Talking about concert series, and I know that the community had I think it was just kind of like your pre-opening back in February, if I'm not correct.
Right.
Talk about that a little bit and how well that went over.
So our summer concert series is 6 concerts.
Okay.
They start in April. It's 1 a month through September. Our first was April 16th, and it featured 2 bands from Atlanta, that cover bands that spanned 4 decades. And it was phenomenal. I mean, it was a wonderful success. I mean, it was a huge learning opportunity for us. We knew that going into it. It was just enough people for us to kind of figure out where our areas of improvement are. But you know, for all the work that this entire team has put together, you know, it was just so gratifying, because like you said, the energy and the enthusiasm. I mean, people stopped all of us throughout the night and just said thank you. You know, and thank you for me. But it's a beautiful thing to see. So it was a great time. It was a beautiful night. I mean, it was a true party. And I think there's not a single person there that didn't enjoy themselves. So,
Well, good, a true party.
A true
Know,
party.
and that is so, you know, as the summer comes on and we get things that take place in our downtown, and I'm going to have Barbie come on a little bit to talk about some things going on in the downtown area. A lot of that now, I think, is going to be shifting down to that area. It's a beautiful campus there.
Yeah.
And you were talking about your team. We don't want to exclude them.
No.
I know. Talk about your team a little bit, if you don't mind.
Well, yes. No. So I'm the director, and I have a front of house manager, Kia Loveland, that we just brought on board probably a little over a month ago, and so she's kind of overseeing all the volunteer, the security, all the ticketing.
Okay.
So she's done a tremendous job in a very short amount of time. Paul Cheplick is our facilities manager, and he has, if I thought I had a big job, he has an even bigger job. I mean, if you look around and see that beauty of that venue, it's a credit to him.
Okay.
And I've also relied heavily on the Downtown Development Authority team. So that Barbie Watts, Anna Knight, Judy Solomon, Bobby Carmichael have been tremendous helps. And I have 3 interns as well that don't get paid anything to do, and they come and help me as well. So I've been very creative in my resources, and together we've pulled off the impossible. So,
okay, very good. You were mentioning also volunteerism.
Oh my gosh, right.
Now, is there opportunity for people to come out and help and volunteer?
You know, we had such an overwhelming response in our volunteers. We had over 250 volunteer applications that were completed.
Oh my.
So we are in the process of taking those and boiling those down, amassing a team of 50 to 60 volunteers. Our criteria was really who was available for all the shows, because that's first and foremost. So if you applied for a position and we haven't heard back, just be patient with us. We're trying to get through all those. But really, you're right. Volunteers for these shows, they are the face of Sweetland. They provide that superior patron experience, and we couldn't put on these shows without them. So we thank them too. That's another huge.
Well, very good. Let's talk about the lineup, because you had the first one, the opening. You had the Band X,
right,
and members only band. And I know that everybody's anticipating the opening concert. Go ahead and I know that it's been revealed in the paper.
Sure.
Go ahead and tell us who that first artist is going to be.
Yeah, so our next show, May 29th, is the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend, will be Willie Nelson.
Okay.
He will headline. Opening for him is Cam, who is a Country Music Award finalist or nominee last year for Burning House. And then opening for them is American Aquarium. So for that event, gates open at 6.
Okay.
The first act goes on at 7. We've got some other surprises that are sprinkled in there so that this grand opening is fitting for this venue. Unfortunately for some, it's a sold out show. To have Willie Nelson in this environment, this intimate environment, is, people grab those tickets quickly. So
absolutely.
But it'll be a phenomenal show, and it'll be great.
Okay, well, very good. And just in case they missed that one, there are 5 others to come to follow Willie Nelson. Go ahead and, if you don't mind, just kind of give that lineup as well.
For the what? Which one?
For the one after the next one. Yeah, the lineup.
So for the June concert, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, so after Willie, so that's May, then June is the Temptations.
Oh, man.
That's June 17th, that's a Friday.
Okay.
Opening for them is Ruby Vell and the Sylphonics. They're a band out of Atlanta, a funk band out of Atlanta, which will be phenomenal.
Okay.
There might be some additional, we tell everyone, the best way to find out about events happening at Sweetland, or if there's additional ticket releases, to go to our website, which is www.sweetland.events. Events is plural.
Okay.
And we have an e-newsletter that's on there, and encourage people to sign up for that e-newsletter, and we send pretty regular updates about what's going on. And if there were additional ticket releases, which sometimes there are, we can't predict when those happen.
Okay.
That's the best way to find out. So that was the June concert, July 3rd, capitalizing on another holiday weekend. That'll be the Sunday of July 4th. We have the Charlie Daniels Band.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So that is he's supposed to be phenomenal in concert. I haven't had the pleasure, but look forward to that. We'll have an opener for him that we're working through. But again, that'll be with some activity that Barbie's going to talk about. We'll have the July 4th parade that day. The next day, it'll be a Star-Spangled Weekend. So August 5th, which is a Saturday, will be MJ Live. Okay. And I believe there's still tickets available for that show. Okay. That's one of our more affordable concerts in this series. Michael Jackson Live is a cover band, or a cover. They kind of it's a whole production, dance and whatnot, covering Michael Jackson, and we'll be working on an opener for him as well. And then we will round out the concert series on September 24th, also a Saturday, with Need to Breathe. And their Tour de Compadres tour, which is we're one of 54 stops on their tour. So that's a huge cue for us to have them as well. So.
Absolutely, and just to have this quality of bands and opening acts right here in the City of LaGrange at a brand new amphitheater. I mean, again, it's just unthinkable to have that here in LaGrange. So we just definitely want the people to come out and take full advantage of it. And I know there'll be some concerts in between these 6 that you all have lined up, because I know that there was recently a pearls and bow tie
Yeah.
that was held here. Talk about that if you don't mind.
Yeah, so Sweetland is available for rental.
Okay.
And this was an arrangement where the local LaGrange chapter of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority approached us, and they essentially rented out Sweetland, and we helped support their event. It was a jazz concert. It was their first ever. It was benefiting the LaGrange Housing Authority, and it was a tremendous success. Again, we're all learning, as we go through this, but I was so proud for that team. I mean, there was probably over 600 people that were there. This was a picnic-approved event, so the concerts within the summer concert series are not, you can't bring anything in, but this was, again, we promised folks that there would be opportunities too. This was one of them.
Okay.
And again, the people that came out were just so thrilled and so pleased and so excited to have something like this in LaGrange, and it was affordable. And again, we just thank everybody who came out and supported that event. It was fantastic, and we look forward to planning more of those.
Absolutely. And you were mentioning about it being a picnic-sponsored event or a picnic-allowed event. Talk about the 6 series that you all are sponsoring.
Right.
Will they be allowed to bring in items, or will they have to just mainly stick to things that you all are selling?
Right, yes. And that's a very good point of clarification. We looked at different models at different venues, went and did, and we kind of went with the approach that there's going to be some concerts within our that we host that you cannot bring outside food and beverage in for multiple reasons: security, safety, a number of different things. Our summer concert series are those sets of concerts. So those 6, you cannot bring anything. All the rules and regulations are on our website.
Okay.
But we also heard, the community. We know that there's, they want to be able to go to things at Sweetland where they can bring stuff in. So Bow Ties and Pearls happened to be one of those events. Again, it went off without a hitch. Barbie's going to talk about a number of different activities that happened this summer where we encouraged the community to come out for free. Most of them are free, some of them a little bit more affordably priced, and that would be the environment where they could bring in outside food or beverage.
All right. Well, Becca, I'm going to tell you, I'm really excited about it. Like I say, it's a beautiful theater there. The concert series lineup just sound remarkable, and I definitely will make sure that I can go on the website and see if I can get me some tickets as well.
Good.
So I want to thank you very much for being on the show today, and we just look forward to all of these bands coming into our city, okay?
Absolutely. I appreciate the time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week coming up in just a moment.
Why United Way? Because in some way, everyone in our community is touched by your donation to United Way of West Georgia. Yes, everyone. United Way helps 25 local agencies touch thousands of lives, even yours. To cause so many good things to happen, these organizations must have volunteers. Fortunately, more than 2,300 local volunteers are now giving time to the 25 local organizations that United Way of West Georgia helps support. Yes, more than 2,300 volunteers. But more are needed. Yes. Please volunteer your time, as well as your financial support. You'll be astonished at what you'll receive in return.
Welcome back to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Now I am being joined by the Promotions and Marketing Director for the Downtown LaGrange Development Authority, Barbie Watt. Barbie, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Alton. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to sit down with you. And I think whenever we sit down, we don't ever have enough time to talk about all the things going on. So I'm going to shut up and let you start talking a little bit. Barbie, tell us a little bit about your role as the Marketing and Promotions Director.
Okay. I do promotions and marketing for Downtown LaGrange. started in 2012. And what I do is help create events and raise awareness about what we've got downtown, the shops and the places to dine downtown, and hopefully encourage people to come spend time here, walk around downtown, and enjoy our beautiful downtown.
Absolutely. You know, we're sitting here on the square, which is the center of our downtown, and you know, of course, around the square we have buildings and businesses and shops, and I know that you kind of personally know all of the merchants in the downtown area. And I know that it's going to be growing over the next couple of months, and we're all excited about that. And just to the west of us a little bit, there's going to be hopefully some construction that'll be going on there very, very soon. It's going to bring a lot of energy to our downtown.
Yes, we're very excited about that.
Absolutely.
And the merchants are too.
Absolutely. Now, and I know that, you know, in the summer, during the summertime, you have events here on the square to bring the children and the families out. And I'm going to try to get all this out. It used to be summer music and movie series, and I used to call it Screen on the Greens, right?
Yes.
It is now called Sunsets at Sweetland.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Well, we're so excited. Now that Sweetland is open, we have the opportunity to move that event to the Great Lawn at Sweetland, and we're just looking forward to having the event there because there'll be a lot of room for the children to run around while we're waiting for it to get dark enough for the movies to start, and we won't have to worry about them darting out into the streets, which I think was a concern of many parents about bringing their children to the square. So also there's very nice restroom facilities there, and it should just be a wonderful location for that event. Well, LaGrange College is going to be presenting the series for us now, and that means that we'll maybe have a little bigger band to play while we're waiting for it to get dark. The series typically runs from 7 to 11. So the band usually plays about 2 hours because it takes, in the summer, it doesn't get dark till about 9:15.
That's right.
And we can't show the movie till it's dark because we're outside.
That's right.
So once it gets dark, then we'll show the movie. And we're excited about our lineup of movies this summer. The first one is going to be the first Friday in June, and it's going to be Disney's Aladdin.
Oh.
And we chose that to tie in with LSPA is doing a children's version of Aladdin this summer. And we just thought it'd be fun to kind of bring back that movie and all those familiar songs to everybody. And we just thought it'd be fun to tie in with that, the excitement that's going to be in our community with the kids with that. And then July 1st is our Red, White, and Blue Friday. And that, we traditionally have had the community orchestra play at that. And that's an orchestra that volunteers that had come together specifically for this event many years ago. And we're continuing that tradition. Neil Brumlow is our director. And they're very excited because they're actually going to be performing on the big stage at Sweetland. So I think they're all very excited about having that opportunity, and of course I can't wait to hear how wonderful they're going to sound there. And the movie for that night will be Max, which is I think a true life story about a rescue dog. I've heard it's a tearjerker, but it's a great movie. So we're looking forward to that. And I will also continue the Best Decorated Table contest that we've done for the past several years. At Sweetland, if people haven't been, there's a pit area in front of the stage, and there'll be about 20 round tables and chairs there. So on a first come, first served basis, if people want to reserve those tables, no cost, and bring their red, white, and blue centerpieces and their china and their picnic and enjoy the setting, they can dine and listen to the orchestra that night. Anyways, we've done that at the square, but I think it'll have a grander feel, and we'll have more people participate.
And more space, too.
And more space at the square, at Sweetland.
Now, these are all free events,
They are all free, open to the public. We usually have a great turnout, but I'm expecting even more so because everybody's excited about coming to events at Sweetland.
Absolutely.
And of course we can handle the crowd there, and the parking and the restrooms and all that. So
I was going to ask about parking.
Everything will be improved.
Very
down
good.
there. Yeah.
Tell people where they can park. A lot of people, if you can't go and park right in front of the location, they say, there's no parking. Talk about parking.
There's tons of parking in the area. One of the things the architect did was to do a survey of the public parking in the area, and you'd be surprised at how much is there. They are able to utilize the parking at Granger Park. There's parking next to the high school, that newest building at the high school, and there's a staircase that takes you right up the hill to Sweetland, to the parking there. There's tons of parking on Church Street, and Smith Street,
Okay.
on surface parking. And then some of those businesses, I think when they're, it's after hours, and I don't think they mind if people park there as well. If they
Okay.
do, they'll have it blocked off. But
Right.
a lot of the businesses, I think, have been gracious to allow people to park there during the concerts.
Okay.
And then, of course, we have the wonderful parking deck at the Government Center, which is open, and it's just a short walk, really. So,
That's right. That's right.
yeah, people
Absolutely.
expect to have to walk to concerts. That's not
Yeah.
unusual, and we're fortunate that we have a lot of parking close by. So, the longest walk is maybe a block and a half,
A block. That's right.
and it's a
Absolutely.
nice level walk too. So,
Yeah. Talk a little bit about because picnic
yes,
approved.
yes.
All right. Talk a
So
little
my events are the Sunsets at Sweetland will be picnic approved events. That means you can bring in your picnic.
Okay.
Hoping people will bring in their blankets, their picnic baskets, and just enjoy a picnic setting there. And if you will go to the Sweetland.events website, there's more information about what you can bring in
Okay.
during those events. So the events are free, they're picnic approved, and I hope everybody will come and take advantage of it and enjoy it. And it should be a fabulous location for this event. I'm really
Absolutely.
looking forward to see how it works
That's right.
out there, because it's been great at the square, but it's going to be even greater at Sweetland.
That's
so.
right. I just had Beck on just a moment
Mm-hmm.
before you came on, and we were talking about the concerts that are scheduled for there, plus the ones that are already taking place there. And I want to just tell you, the ambiance as the sun is setting, it
Oh.
is just so, indescribable.
Yes.
If you haven't been yet, ladies and gentlemen, I would
Please.
urge you to go.
Yes.
And there's so many other things going on. I know that, we're entering into the summer months, and I know that the Market on Main, you also have that actually going to be
Yes.
taking place here pretty soon.
Before we go there, I have one more movie to
All
tell
right.
you about.
Oh, okay.
And it's the Star Wars, The
Ooh.
Force Awakens.
Okay.
That's going to be the first Friday in August. It's
All right.
August 5th. And that's the newest Star Wars movie, so we're really excited about that. And I'm hoping that people will come in costume, bring their lightsabers, and we'll have some fun with
Okay.
that before the show. So anyway, so that's the last of the summer
Okay, the
concert
summer
series.
okay.
I think LaGrange College may be adding a September and an October concert to that series, but that's still to be determined.
Okay.
So,
Well, very
all right.
good.
So then on to Market on Main.
Yes.
Our opening day is June 4th, which is the first Saturday in June.
Okay.
And for the people that have not attended that before, I want to encourage them to come out and give it a try.
Uh-huh.
It is from 8 to 10 a.m. on every Saturday morning. And everybody says that's too early, but really it's worth getting there early for. You can come in your ball caps and jogging clothes. You don't have to fix up. Nobody's fixed up. Wear your sunglasses and just come and purchase the freshest produce in Troup County, because it's all grown here. These are all local farmers, and they all bring their products to downtown LaGrange. We're located in the Carmike Cinemas parking lot,
Okay.
across from Loy's.
The south end of the park.
Yes,
right there.
yeah, it's
Okay.
at the corner of Main and East
East
Depot.
Yeah, East Depot.
And they've been doing it there for years.
Okay.
And I typically have 30 to 40 vendors when the season begins. We have everything from local honey, fresh baked breads. We have merchants that bring biscuits and things for breakfast. So you can come get your breakfast there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, of course, the tomatoes. Everybody's always looking for those
Homegrown.
homegrown tomatoes
That's
for their
right.
BLTs for
That's
the
right.
summer. So anyway, it's a great time, and it's fun. I see a lot of young families coming and teaching their children about buying fresh produce, and then a lot of people that have come for years and years, and they just are anticipating the market opening back up again.
Well, that's good.
And then it will end the very last Saturday in August.
Okay, so it
So
runs
it's the
from
weekend.
June to
It
August.
ends the weekend before Labor Day
Oh, okay.
weekend. So.
Okay. Well, very good.
Anyway.
Now, if there's a merchant or a grower that hadn't participated in the past, how can they?
If they'll just get in touch with me,
Okay.
And at the DLDA,
All
and
right.
I'll be happy to give them the information about the market and have them fill out an application. It's just a $20 fee for the season,
Okay.
and we always have room for more, and we're always excited to have new vendors. So we've got several new ones this year. We have a guy that's going to do organic beef, pork, and lamb.
Organic?
Yes.
Oh man.
Grass
okay.
fed, I guess.
Okay. Right.
And
okay.
so he'll bring a refrigerated truck, and we'll be selling those items.
Okay.
So that's very exciting.
Well, very good. Yeah, I know that there's a couple of new locations that opened up in the downtown area. I know there's one here on Main Street, a
Yes.
new pub. You want to talk
The Main
about that?
Street Pub.
Uh-huh.
Leslie Knott is the owner, and she opens about 4 o'clock during the weekdays. I think she opens it around noon on Saturdays, but she has pub fare, pub type food like hamburgers and fish and chips and fabulous desserts. A very nice bar scene there. So, you know, just I think she's done very well. She's just been open a short time. And anyway, we're really excited to have that on Main Street. It's, you know, bringing some more foot traffic to Main Street, and that's always a good thing.
Always a great thing to have traffic down in the downtown area. As we sit here on the square today, I'm looking at all the cars going by. Very beautiful day here in Barbie. I know that, as I say, our time always escapes us, but I want to thank you very much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Sharing all the information about our downtown area, and definitely we'll have to continue to get you back on.
I'd love to.
After that first movie, we'll get you back on to see how things pan out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Barbara, for being on the show today.
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week coming up in just a moment.
Just what you're looking for. You'll find it in one of the 28 shops in downtown LaGrange. Remember old school customer service? It's still here. Not to mention that perfect gift. That's the beauty of downtown LaGrange. So come on down.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining City Week this week. My guests have been from the Sweetland Amphitheater director, I had on Becca Island, as she talked about the summer lineup. So go out to the website and make sure that you check and see if there may be some tickets available. I'm sure you will thoroughly enjoy each and every one of the concerts. Also, I had on from the Downtown LaGrange Development Authority, the Promotions and Marketing Director, Barbie Watts, as she talked about the moving of the Screens on the Green, which will now be Sunsets at Sweetland. The movies that will be sponsored by LaGrange College. Go out to their website and check on those movie times and date. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed these interviews, and as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.
Here in Georgia, summertime means school's out, time for vacations and family fun.
It also means warmer temperatures, and the heat inside a closed car can quickly rise to dangerous, even deadly levels.
That's why we're reminding you to always look again and never leave children alone in a vehicle.
Look Again is an important reminder not only for child care providers, but also for parents, grandparents, friends, anyone caring for a child.
When you arrive at your destination, look through your car to make sure everyone is out safely. Then look again.
If you see a child left alone in a vehicle, call 911 immediately. Every minute counts.
Help us spread this important message by visiting our website or following us on Facebook and Twitter. Everyone can play their part. Right, Callie?
When boating this summer, remember 3 things. We call them the big 3. Hi, this is Sergeant Jim Bradfield with DNR Law Enforcement in Troup County. Number 1, wear your life jacket. You can't grab a stowed life jacket if you're ejected during an accident. Number 2, obey and follow navigation rules. On the water, there are rules of the road. Know them and follow them. And number 3, don't drink in boat. A couple of drinks could ruin your life forever. Remember the big 3 and boat safe. Go to gadnrle.org and click on boating for more information.